Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode. We're going to be reviewing Venom number 16, the penultimate issue in the Dark Web storyline. And it's got a super cool cover. Check this out too. We got Dylan as Venom right there, fighting Eddie as Bedlam. We have Miss Marvel and Normie Osborn as this new symbiote that they're calling Red Goblin. And before we get dived into that, I do want to let you guys know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel #1 variant. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. Alright guys, let's get dived into Venom 16. Now, as always, we're going to be going heavy into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled for Venom 16, that's your warning. Next, we always shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right guys? So on writing, we have Al Ewing. The pencils, we have Brian Hitch. Inks, we have Brian Hitch and Andrew Curry. Colors by Alex Sinclair. And letters by Clayton Cowles. It does reveal in the foreword here too that it actually was a piece of Bedlam, the hand that Dylan Brock had cut off and severed with the sword. That's what he gave to Normie, for Normie to become this new symbiote that he is now, right? Okay, just getting us kind of caught up on that. So we start right in the thick of it with a super awesome full page spread here, and basically what's revealed through this is actually that as we see Codex, is that Dylan's able to maintain the Codex form only for so long, right? And additionally, while he is kind of in this Codex form, he has kind of a different personality, and is like, you know, Venom's not in here. Only Codex is here, right? But then eventually, you know, through the battle, Miss Marvel ends up, you know, trying to do her best to contain Eddie with giant hands, and Bedlam, Eddie Brock, he bites her hand, and so she screams and throws him into the river, and you know, Dylan's kind of upset about that because he wants to save his father, and at this point, that's when we see him lose Codex form. And, you know, she's like, you're just a kid, right? And then we do kind of see Bedlam swimming back out of the river and getting to Pier 51. And kind of gets this vision of Meridius, where Meridius taunts him and tells him that he should come back to the garden. He ends up giving him back his hand, but not the eye that Dylan has cut out, but just the hand, and saying, you'll come back when you're ready. And that, you know, the hand is a gift. I'll give you the eye when you come back. And why don't you use a weapon? He has a sword. And so he's like, yeah, I should. And pulls out a giant chainsaw. And at this point, Normie Osborn has actually kind of run off, as Dylan was, you know, kind of recuperating, if you will, and talking with Miss Marvel. He disappeared, and they were like, well, where'd he go? Well, he ends up fighting Bedlam for just a minute by himself. Not sure if he's gonna do well, or how that's gonna go for him, because Miss Marvel and Dylan Venom show up pretty quickly, and so the battle there ensues. And we see again, as we see earlier in the issue, that Dylan seems to want to stab his father in the heart with this sword that, you know, breaks you from the being in contact with the other symbiotes, right? And Miss Marvel seems to think that this might kill him, and Dylan kind of says, you know, what if I do break you, right? And he says, you know, I don't know if I'd hate myself or I'd be glad, or if I'd hate myself for being glad, but it'd be the end of all of this, because it has to end one way or another. It has to end. And so he thinks it might have a chance at saving him, but realizes it also he might kill his father, right? And then at this point, the issue kind of gets taken over by Madeline Pryor, because she comes in and swoops in and takes Bedlam, Eddie Brock, saying, you know, I still needed your help, will you come with me? And ends up taking him to Limbo, and it says to be continued in the Dark Web finale. And so I'm guessing Bedlam's gonna help them to face off against Ben Reilly there, who, as you can see, just has a whole kind of army of crazy demon minions and stuff following him. And he's basically he is wielding the staff that grants you the power of all the demons of Limbo. So he's pretty powerful right now. Not only that, you know, he has all his Spider-Man powers, and he has these weird powers that he was granted when he fell into green ooze, which, how many times has that happened to somebody? But the way they did it, I enjoyed it. I don't know. I've been enjoying this run. Venom number 16. It gets a thumbs up. We actually had like a bunch of reveals. There's action the whole issue. The art's fantastic by Brian Hitch. I guess the only fault I have with the book is that there was no real resolution there. I definitely was hoping there was going to be some resolution. I think there's going to be resolution coming up. I feel like there's a Venom event called Venom Unchained coming up, which, you know, hint, hint, Dylan uses chains as Venom, right? And additionally, this new power he's starting to kind of be able to control, of becoming Codex and having the Necro Sword, allows him to sever people from the web of symbiotes, right? And at least like sever their mind or whatever. Whether it, like in the last issue we found out that he could sever his father's hand, sever his eye out, and he wouldn't be able to regrow it, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm having fun with it. Venom 16 gets a thumbs up. That's what I have, guys. As always, if you like this kind of content and watch this far into the video, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel out so more people can find us. As always, we'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.